The stories that have been trending all week. It's time for the trending topics. Let's go.
Guys, first up is the taxi strike. On Monday, taxi operators withdrew their services mostly in Kingston and St. Andrew, St. Catherine, Clarendon and St. Mary. This action was to force the government to grant a traffic ticket amnesty. Minister with responsibility for information, Robert Morgan, said the cabinet would not give in to the demands. Now, there is this man who gave his occupation as a professional clown, seen harassing passengers in a viral video, and he was charged by the police with assault at common law, disorderly conduct, and indecent language. I have a lot to say. However,
About what part of it? About the strike or about the gentleman?
first of all, I don't even know if they wanted a ticket amnesty, but more so a payment plan for the
They're
outstanding
asking for?
tickets.
Not an amnesty?
Not necessarily an amnesty, no, but a plan. So that is actually being revised right now to see how best can we give you some time, because they do have a timeline which they're not going to be able to meet, they
Which
say.
is December,
right? Right. So they want some additional time to be able to pay the tickets. But my thing is this, though.
Okay.
You broke the law, resulting in you being ticketed. You see, if I did 1 or 2 tickets, if you broke the law and you were ticketed, why should then the government be responsible for cancelling or clearing those tickets or giving you time to pay for those tickets if there is an accumulation? Because as was the case with the bus on Constant Spring Road with 120 tickets, you reach 100.
Yeah. No, when you go to 120, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, after the first 5, you're supposed to can catch yourself. However, there is some responsibility to be taken. I understand sometimes you get a ticket and probably the date pass, or there's some error on the ticket because it's still a written system. And you know, you say, boy, you can't pay it now, or you probably don't have the money. You know what I mean? Which is the case for some people.
But 120 later.
But 120 tickets, my darling.
Some persons are saying that they did pay though, but it's not being registered on the system. So if that is actually the case, then true, have your receipts and bring them with you to have this situation.
And then the other part of that story, which is the gentleman.
Oh dear.
You know, it has been just a crazy week, and I think we can all say as Jamaicans that his actions were really, really bad. You cannot go around intimidating people.
Facts.
And then having a weapon in your hand, you're downtown, we're not sure what you're going to do with it. It was not okay whatsoever. And then to also go and say, you're not going to apologize.
That is the part for me.
You're not going to apologize.
The fact that you were charged means that you did something wrong. And for you to not see that there is something wrong with you doing something wrong, it's kind of crazy to me.
I just hope somebody, I mean, in this process of him being charged, he will get some intervention. So he can see, you know, where his errors they lay. So.
And then there were others who were actually letting out the air from the tires of some taxis.
Everyone are going out. Anyways, the Grammys, guys. Some good news for you.
Yeah.
So the Grammy nominees for Best Reggae Album are Shaggy's Come Fly With Me, Sean Paul's Scorcher, Protégé's Third Time's the Charm, Coffee's Gifted, and Kabaka Pyramid's The Calling for the 65th Annual Grammy Awards, which will be held in 2023. This is Kabaka's first nomination, Coffee and Protégé's second nomination, Shaggy's 8th, and Sean's 10th nomination. Now, Shaggy, guys, had won 2 Grammys, and Sean Paul and Coffee won 1 each, right? So, I don't know, man. Couple of things I'm happy about. It's an all Jamaican lineup.
I was just about to say, are you guys happy this year? It's just us.
All Jamaican people in this, so I think we can all agree that this is a great representation of the category of the genre, right?
I would have added one more.
Really?
I would have added one more because Spice opened the door for hardcore dancehall music with last year's nomination. And I think Massacre was deserving because his album was really good.
Okay.
I think so. She's like,
Clive's over there applauding. But I think, I mean, the Grammy nomination, the Grammy nomination and the categories are what they are, right? In terms of how many persons can be nominated per category. I think the competition, though, and I must say again, big up to Kabaka for his first nomination.
Right.
You know, big up to Protégé, excellent album.
Right.
But the competition is probably going to be between Coffee, Shaggy, and Sean.
Paul? All previous winners, by the way.
That's what I'm thinking.
All previous winners, by the way.
So, we will see.
Prediction? I want to go girl power. Just because. And if she did it with the EP, the album should be able to do some big things too.
We will see.
I don't know.
I'm thinking Shaggy.
Shaggy?
I think that collaboration with Sting
Shaggy and Sting, the Shaggy Sting combo is something not to be played
I think the collaboration with Sting and also the album that they did in honor of Frank Sinatra. That's a big deal.
That's a good thing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so stiff competition.
Good
there.
competition to have, though. Love it, love it, love it. So, a state of public emergency declared for several parishes. SOEs for St. Catherine, Clarendon, parts of Kingston and St. Andrew, St. James, Westmoreland, and Hanover were announced by Prime Minister Andrew Holness on Tuesday following the security chief's recommendation based on the increase in crime. Now, some residents in St. Catherine are, however, lamenting the declaration at this time when many are trying to earn the little extra cash for the upcoming holidays may not be such a good idea. And so they're saying, get what you're trying to do, but maybe timing off, because we never had 2 Christmases when you think about it. Well, we did have 2020 Christmas, kind of, don't we? But 2021 Christmas.
Not really. No, we didn't really have 2020 Christmas. We had 2021. I think so. Yeah, maybe.
But they wanted to make up for lost revenue over the past 2 years. So we're hoping to get Christmas back on its feet. But
the crime rates though, and going into the festive season when, you know, more commerce and buying and all these things, and yeah, I feel like added security, no lie. Seriously.
That is true.
Anyways, guys.
Hoping for the best. I mean, it's not going to last until Christmas unless there is an extension. Yeah. We don't know about that. Yeah, but we'll see how it goes.
But I'm agreeing with the added security in this time because it's necessary.
100%.
All right, guys, so here we go. No prison time for Savannah. After pleading guilty to a death by dangerous driving, Savannah was fined 300,000 Jamaican dollars and banned from driving for 2 years in the Westmoreland Parish Court. Now, Justice Courtney Day said he could not place sufficient weight on allegations to give the singer a harsher sentence. And there has been, you know, mixed reactions to this sentencing, saying, you know, they're happy that Savannah can now kind of breathe, you know, easily, understanding that there's a ruling, the case was tried, all evidence, you know, was looked at, and no, this is a final ruling concerning the case. And there are persons who are on the side of the family, very empathetic, thinking that, you know, $300,000
is not enough.
Is not enough, maybe not even sufficient to cover funeral costs. And, you know, is that really a sentencing that's deserving after losing somebody because of this particular?
You can never really pay for a life, though. You know, you can't really pay for a life.
You know,
and the fact that she pleaded guilty,
yeah,
that would add for something that counts as something. Her pleading guilty.
I think so too.
Yeah, she's not going to be able to drive for 2 years.
Right.
I mean, I think if on both sides, it's heavy on both sides. It's a loss on both sides, because as a young woman like Savannah, having to go through life now, knowing that
with that over your head, that's going to be a constant reminder for a lot of people.
And for the family who does not have their family member anymore. I did see something though online where it says that the other person who was in the car at the time may be going further with legal action. So I don't know what that entails, where that will go, but I don't know. I think all around it's just,
oh Lord,
it's just kind of crazy. You know what's crazy? Donald Trump, 2024 bid for presidency. Yeah, so Donald Trump has made his bid for U.S. presidency clear on Tuesday at his Mar-a-Lago club and home in Palm Beach, Florida, hoping to become the second commander-in-chief to be elected to 2 non-consecutive terms. 2024 could see a potential rematch between Trump and Biden. Why I'm doing it? Why? You do it.
All right, guys. So the great Twitter resignation.
You're done. Debbie, you're done.
No comments. No comments.
I just feel like you're taking away from people who really want to serve the people of the United States. Come on.
I don't have no comments.
Come on, DT.
I don't got. I have no comments.
Boy, I don't even know, because Brother Joe, because he's the automatic candidate for the Democrats, right? Debbie, come back here. She's done.
Boy, I wish everybody well. Right. So, Twitter resignation, guys. On Wednesday, an email from owner Elon Musk to Twitter employees required commitment to being extremely hardcore, working intense, long hours. Otherwise, they were welcomed to leave and accept a 3-month severance pay. Now, Twitter saw a wave of departures and a rising concern about how the site and servers would be run, data kept safe, and compliance with regulations maintained. So that is a big concern there.
You are a tweeter. What does this mean for you? No?
So fine, okay. What does hardcore mean? What does that mean?
He wants him to come back in office. I know he's trying to do away with the whole work from home.
Right, intense long. What does that even look like? Is that
more than you're
contracted to do?
More than you ate?
You know, more than I don't know what that looks like. So I'm not sure of the internal conversations that Elon is having with his team members. But the things like data maintenance and data, security, those things are applicable to me,
right?
I think, and so I would want to know that he, even though he owns his company, you know what I mean, he's the owner, right? So there's nobody else.
Somebody else who would be running the day-to-day of Twitter. You own it, but there are people who are running the day-to-day.
But at the end of the day, there's still some management strategies, some management responsibilities that you do have to your staff members and to the users of your platform, and you cannot just be because me own it. So it's meant to do what I want to do.
Are you paying the $8 by the way?
Huh?
Are you paying the $8 for your blue tick?
Maybe. I don't know.
Really? You pay for it? It's monthly, no?
I don't know.
$8 for your blue tick monthly?
I pay $9 for Netflix.
But you actually watch Netflix?
I actually tweet. Anyways, that is for the trending topics. We're going to be right back.